This is my survival guide, how to make it through the trenches of motherhood. Now I'm just going to show you a little corner of my house at the moment. As I'm busy working away, things have got a little bit messed up. And what I decide to do each day is, do I tidy and clean the house, or do I spend time doing activities with my children? These are important decisions to make, because it can be really tempting to spend all of or most of the day tidying and cleaning, because there's always going to be tidying and cleaning to do, because children mess up the house at lightning quick speeds, faster than hurricanes. In fact, I call my little toddler a cyclone a lot of the time, because she literally goes through the house at such lightning speeds. There's no way I could ever tidy up at the same rate. And in fact, when I'm trying to tidy up, she's untidying much faster than I'm tidying. So I often say to my husband, I know it doesn't look like it, but I've spent hours actually trying to get this house back to what we'd like it to be, and yet you can see no impact at all from what I've done. Motherhood is chaotic and crazy. There is no doubt about it. What is most important, though, is to just relinquish some of the control that you had over your previous pre-motherhood life, and just decide to just let go and go with the flow a bit more. Motherhood teaches you that. If you hold on to your ideals, your wants, your needs, motherhood can be incredibly stressful. If you want a tidy house, if you want to leave the house on time, if you want to make sure your child wears exactly what you want them to wear, eats exactly what you want them to eat, does exactly what you want them to do, goes to bed, sleeps when you want them to, wakes up when you want them to. If you're really attached to those things, you're going to really struggle with motherhood. Going with the flow is the best thing that you possibly can do, as much as you possibly can. And even letting your toddler make a lot of decisions, like what they want to wear, what they want to eat, where they want to go, and negotiate how they're going to go about doing things. So if they do this, then they can choose to go here or there. These are extremely important when you have a toddler, because a toddler is a little person of their own, and anyone who's been close to a toddler knows that they are wanting to assert themselves in the world and make these decisions. And if you stop them, you can end up in these huge power struggles, which are just unnecessary. Because does it really matter if our little darling wants to wear gumboots, a dress and a jumper on a hot day to their swimming lesson, like my daughter did a few days ago? Does it really matter? No, people might see her enter the pool thinking, wow, what's happened there? But does it really matter? It doesn't matter to me. As long as she's happy. She's got her own style. She's actually been choosing her clothes since 1 and dressing herself since just after 2. And she loves it. It's a part of her. She's got her own style. And she makes decisions on what clothes to buy, what to wear already. And this is so important for her brain functioning. Now, I would love to just say to all of you that haven't had a second or third or fourth child yet, really enjoy those initial, your first child, because it is such a difference jumping from 1 to 2. I've found that it's an immensely different, and I can just imagine 2 to 3, although I have heard from after 2 to 3, anything after that is not that much different really. But it is a huge change, so be ready for it, because you might need to change some of the things that you did with your first child to survive your second child, such as even the way they sleep, how much you hold them, bedtimes. These are all extremely important decisions you need to make, and they become all the more important when you have 2, because you're going to be more tired, maybe more stressed, more busy. So it's really important to start thinking about these decisions early on, even with your first, thinking about the impacts of your decisions that you're making with your first, how they're going to impact your second. Because I know a lot of people that have actually changed methods from 1 to 2, just to purely survive motherhood.